everybody. It's Kiss Wednesday, and I got me some special guests this week. I got Jason and Shane. How you guys doing, man?
Doing great, Ralph. Thanks for having us on.
Yeah, right on. Jason has a YouTube channel called the Music of Kiss, right? That's the name of it.
It's pretty simple. Yeah, Music of Kiss.
Yeah, and I just bumped into it one day, and it was the Elder episode. And I was like, Jesus Christ, these guys know their stuff more than me. And I'm a total Kiss nerd, you know? And then I ended up watching all the other episodes. And it's the same thing. I mean, so much information you guys got that I feel like anybody out there that's watching this video on Kiss Wednesday, if you're not aware of that website and that YouTube page, you definitely need to check it out and subscribe to it. It's really awesome stuff, dude.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, find us on YouTube, The Music of Kiss. You might have to type in podcast as well. I do it with my buddy Peter Tejan. Got to give him props. He would have been here tonight, but he had some scheduling conflicts. We started it, a year and a half ago, I guess. And gradually we started to pick up steam. You know, when people like Ralph send me a message saying they dig it, then we know we're on to something good, right? Anyway, I wanted to introduce this guy right here is Shane Pittenger. This has been my best friend for 4 years. We met on the Little League baseball field because you want to describe it?
Judas Priest.
Yeah, Judas Priest, basically. You were singing, he was saying,
Hot rock.
I wanna go, I wanna go, I wanna go. And I went, hot rocking ever since then. Then we started talking about like the Ozzy concert that was just on MTV, you know. So best friends for 40 plus years. You know, he's been with me at more Kiss concerts than anyone. He took me to my only Black Sabbath show. What year was that?
95, yeah.
90. Who was the singer?
Motorhead.
Was that
That's Tony Martin.
Tony Martin?
That was one of Cozy Powell's last shows with Sabbath.
Yeah. So yeah, I seen Sabbath once with Tony Martin. How cool is that?
That's not Cozy.
Cozy Powell too. Yep.
That's
Yep.
awesome. I never got to see Cozy, man. I saw
Oh, even cooler. At that concert, Motorhead opened. How cool is that?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
saw I saw them with Tony Martin where Motorhead and Morbid Angel opened.
We had Tiamat, didn't we? Tiamat.
I don't remember any other band.
Cross Purposes tour. That I think was the Tier tour, the TYR.
Yeah, wasn't it that tour?
The one we said was Forbidden.
Forbidden.
That was
Oh,
95.
Forbidden. Okay, the year.
Yeah, it was 95.
Right.
Yeah, but anyway, so happy to have him join us. He knows his Kiss, he knows his Sabbath, so he is more than worthy of being here.
Right on. So what we're gonna do, and I know I've done this video before where I would pick my best and worst from each album, but that was years ago, and I may have the same answers this time around, or they may be a little different. I mean, we all, I get comments sometimes from videos I put 10 years ago. Oh, you said you liked it on this video. It's like, well, I changed, man. I mean, we all change.
Exactly.
Yeah, so what we're gonna do, and I didn't even write down a list or nothing. We're just gonna go.
Neither did I.
Yeah, we're gonna go through the albums, every single Kiss studio album. We're gonna pick our favorite song off that album and our least favorite song off the album. So, you ready to get this started?
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. How did you want to do it? Like we all say our favorite, and then we go back around and say our least, or would you say our favorite and least right away?
Yeah, favorite and least. Yeah, right away, and then we all three do that. So,
Awesome. So who starts us out here?
go ahead, Jason.
Okay. So their debut album is a no-brainer for me because my favorite Kiss song is on that album. So I am going with Deuce for my favorite. Absolutely. I mean, everything about it, from Paul's opening riff, to Gene's scream towards the end. The drumming, I think, is amazing. The lyrics, I mean, it's the whole package in one song. And that's my favorite Kiss song. For least favorite, I know it wasn't on the original album, but Kissing Time, I would have to say, is my least favorite. I mean, I still like it. I don't hate it. You're going to hear me say that a lot during the show. But it was between that and Love Theme. And I'm just going to have to go with Kissing Time on that one.
All right. How about you, Shane?
I'm gonna go Firehouse.
Really?
Yes, Firehouse has always been one of my favorite songs. Can't get enough of that song. And the least favorite, actually, I was gonna go with Kissin' Time, but I re-listened to it just kind of get in the mood, and
Yeah.
Let Me Know is kind of
Really?
yeah, it didn't hit me so quite so much. So then when I was listening to it, kept getting a little deeper into it. I'm gonna say Let Me Know. Don't got a problem with it, but I mean, there's not a bad song on that album. It's got to choose one.
No, there's not. There's no bad songs.
All right.
And
My favorite Kiss song from the '70s is Black Diamond. So definitely Black Diamond's my favorite off the first one. And my least favorite would have to be Love Theme from Kiss. I liked it more when it was called Acrobat.
The Acrobat.
Acrobat, yeah.
It's kind of like the best parts of Acrobat are taken out of that.
Yes, it is.
Just put Love Theme from Kiss. It's like, man, I mean, the song is fine when it's surrounded by Acrobat.
Yep.
It's,
Yep.
just
yeah.
It's not that
yeah.
good thing, you know?
You could tell the way it's faded out. There was probably a lot more that they cut out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
all right. So take Hotter Than Hell.
Okay. This was actually a tough one, but for my favorite song, I'm just going to go to the song. This will probably roll some eyes. I'm going to go with the song that I always go to because I'm a huge Rolling Stones fan. They're probably my second favorite band. And this is Kiss getting close to that kind of vibe. Um, and it's the only Peter song on my favorite um, song list. He's going to be on the least favorite, but I'm going with Mainline. I love the song. It's catchy. It's nice and simple. I like the groove. I love the guitar solo by Ace. Yeah, Mainline's the song for me. There's so many good ones on this album, though. So, yep. All right. And my least favorite, it pains me to say it because this is one of those albums where there's no bad song. There's literally no bad song. But if I had to pick one, All the Way.
Oh, really?
No.
Oh, shit.
So, yeah, I mean, it's just, I don't know. It's just the one I listen to the least. I still like it. Still like it.
Right on.
Shane, how about you?
It's easy for me. It's my favorite Kiss, well, second favorite Kiss song of all time, Parasite. No doubt about it. Least song, I'm going to have to say Coming Home. Again, not a bad song on the album, but if there's one that I'm going to tend to skip past, it's going to be that one.
I mirror exactly what you said. Now, the reason why Coming Home is my least favorite, and this is total Kiss nerd talk right now. Coming Home deserves the production of Dress to Kill, while She deserves the production of Hotter Than Hell.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah, yes. I would switch those two because she's got that dirty sound where Coming Home's a little more sparkly. And it would have benefited more with Neil Bogart's production, you know?
You're right.
Yeah, I've heard you say that before, and I could not agree more. She just it doesn't fit on Dress to Kill, really, you know?
Yeah, it's a little too dark, you know?
Yeah, and it's by far the longest song on the album. Maybe that's what they wanted, a long song to stretch it out. Who knows? But yeah, I couldn't agree more.
Going back to and Hell, you know what I would love to hear? That drum solo Peter Criss did on Strange.
Yeah, wouldn't we all, man? The one he quit the band over.
Yeah. And he ended up recording it and everything. And
exactly.
Who knows if that's still out there?
Yeah.
All right, Jason. So now we go to Destroyer, right?
Dress to Kill?
Oh, we didn't. Yeah, that's right. Dress to Kill. That's
right. Dress to Kill. Again, this was a tough one. When all is said and done, I go back to Room Service for my favorite. You know, the ultimate road song. You know, Paul singing, you could just tell he's excited about the buffet that's been laid in front of him every night. You know, he's happy and it shows. So Room Service is my favorite. Was in a Kiss tribute band that played that live, and man, it's fun to play. Super fun. My least favorite, now this was tough, and I'm going to say this a lot. I hate saying it because I love this song. But I guess I would have to go for Anything for My Baby. I still love it.
Exactly what I am.
Okay, so
Yeah, I got to echo him. Exactly. Favorite song, Room Service, and the least favorite be Anything for My Baby. Something about that little vocal of Anything for My Baby gets a little, kind of strange. So, it's the least favorite song for me.
All right.
good song.
Mine would be my favorite would be Come On and Love Me. It's the only studio song. Well, no, that's not true. That and Rock and Roll Night I prefer over the Alive versions. I know I'm rare.
Yes. You know what?
Yeah.
Peter and I just did our episode on Alive. We redid our episode on Alive. It should come out any day. But I said that exact same thing. Literally, I said, I like Come On and Love Me, but I prefer the studio version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's something cool about the little sticks and stuff. And my least favorite, I think I'll go with God, and I love it too. It's
Yeah.
and I even prefer it over the live version, but I'm gonna go with Rock and Roll Night. Yeah, I love
That's,
it, but I just like every song on that album more.
yeah, it's amazing. That's probably my favorite of the first three. That
It's
album.
I've been going back and forth with this shit. For me, it was Hotter Than Hell is the best. Then Dress to Kill is the best. Now I'm starting to like the first one the best. But I listen to Dress to Kill more than the Kiss songs I listen to the most are Dress to Kill and Unplugged. Those are the two I put on the most.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, Dress to Kill, it's only 28 minutes long. It's like, it doesn't waste your time. It gets right to it.
I love short albums. I do.
Yeah.
I have no problem with short. Cut the fat,
No filler.
Yep, exactly. Yeah. All right, Jason.
All right.
Destroyer now.
Destroyer. Okay. So for my favorite, I've got to go with the Ultimate Gene song, although Paul wrote it, God of Thunder. I love it. I love everything about it. I even like the version. Some people don't like that version because it's slower. I actually like it. I like when it's sped up too. And I like the demo with Paul singing. But yeah, I'm going with God of Thunder. It's just the ultimate demon song. Least favorite, I'm gonna take a wild guess that we all say this. I don't know. I could be wrong. Beth. Yeah. No, it's a good song. It's a beautiful song. It really is. But come on, look what it's up against. So sorry, Beth.
I love people for coming.
Yeah. Shane, how about you?
My favorite, actually, I don't know, would this technically beat them? King at the Nighttime War? Yeah. I mean, is it them? But that's the first song, my first concert ever was Seattle Dynasty Tour, November 21st, 79. And that's what they opened with. So I always loved the song. It was also the first song I saw in Paul Lynde when I first fell in love with him when I was 5. So yeah, King of the Nighttime World, that will be etched to my brain forever. And yes, Beth, I don't care if I ever hear that song again. Sorry.
May you not hear Beth again.
No. All right. Thank you.
Well, favorite will be Detroit Rock City. I know there's a big burnout factor of it, but I think that's the greatest Paul song.
Oh, it's fucking incredible.
Yeah. And my least favorite is Great Expectations.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's the one where I'm kind of like, I can't handle Beth. I can't handle Great Expectation for some.
Yeah, I mean, Beth or Great Expectations, I knew those would be the least favorites.
Right.
Can we count Rock and Roll Party as the least favorite?
Yeah, that's not even a song.
Okay, all right. Oh, the best album ever coming up.
Yeah.
Okay, so Rock and Roll Over. Well, my favorite Paul song is on this album. The best riff. I love his singing. Mr. Speed is what I'm talking about, of course. But it's hard, man, because you got Making Love. You got Love 'Em, Leave 'Em. There's classics on this album. I mean, come on. But yeah, I'm going with Mr. Speed. I just think kind of what I said about God of Thunder being the ultimate demon song. To me, this is Paul's. I love the cockiness in his voice, but it's all about that riff. It's probably why they never did it live because maybe they couldn't pull out off that riff live or something. I don't know, but it's incredible. I just love it. I love it. And my least favorite, Hard Luck Woman. Sorry, Peter. Sorry again. It's just think about the other songs on the album. Hard Luck Woman is the obvious choice for least favorite song. It's still good. You know, I get it. You wear it well, Maggie May. I get it. But yeah, Hard Luck Woman,
All right.
definitely.
All right. My favorite Kiss album, easily. Well, no, that's not true. Live shit. Favorite studio. Kiss, yeah, well, live smell. Well, anyway, we'll get into that. My favorite song of all time for Kiss is "Making Love." Can I go wrong with that? Paul at his absolute pinnacle. Um, this is a tough one though. For the least favorite, as I've gotten older, I've kind of got into Hard Luck Woman. I remember hearing Hard Luck Woman on KSW out here when that came out. I remember hearing that on the radio and hating it then because, you know, Kiss back then, you didn't want to hear that. But I got to say, actually, See You in Your Dreams is probably my least favorite song on that album. Great song. Not a bad song on that album. Not a bad song, but that's got to be.
Now, do you prefer the Gene solo version?
Hell,
okay.
Absolutely not.
Come on, Rick Nielsen on guitar.
No, it's still, it's that solo album.
Okay. Yeah.
It's not Ace.
Well, let's hear what Ralph has to say.
I got to go with the song that started it all for me. I Want You. My buddy played me it, and I ran out and bought double platinum afterwards. It's just, I needed to find more rock bands like this. So that song is extremely important to me, and it's definitely my favorite. Now, my least favorite, I love it, See You in Your Dreams. I think the solo, you know, Rick Nielsen solo is cool on the solo version, but I prefer the Rock and Roll Over version of the song. But it is my least favorite. I mean, putting it up against everything else on this album, that would be my least favorite.
Yeah, what I like best about "See You in Your Dreams" are the background vocals. I think they totally nail it there. So that's why it moves ahead of "Hard Luck Woman" to me. But yeah, "Rock and Roll Over" is just, it's a fucking masterpiece. It just is. So we move on to Love Gun, which I've always considered like the sister album to Rock and Roll Over. Sounds similar, you know, just 10 good, shorter rock songs. So my favorite would be my favorite Ace song. That of course has shocked me. But yes, we know it's an Ace song. The solo's amazing. The drums on the song need to be mentioned. That tight snare sound and some of that drum stuff he's doing, come on. I mean, I'm giving Peter mad props here. I've talked about this a lot on my channel. Yeah, Peter is almost steals the song from Ace. If you listen to those drums, you'll know what I mean. So shocked me, absolutely. Least favorite, again, I actually love this song. Like, song that people rank on Love Gun, but Then She Kissed Me, it is my least favorite. But I actually love it, and I actually demanded my Kiss tribute band like 12 years ago or so that we did this song, and we did do it. I played the song live. It's fun to play, but come on, it's a cover, and it's surrounded by songs that are better. But I love it. So Then She Kissed Me is my least favorite.
Right on.
All right, I gotta go with actually the day Love Gun came out. I got a new big wheel. And I was 6, and we pulled over and got Love Gun, and I put that album on, and it was phenomenal. But when I heard Almost Human, I was like, what in the hell is this? This is Kiss at like a different kind of level. So ever since that day, album release day in June of '77, that was
different level.
That Almost Human is always will be my favorite. And least favorite, I got to go with Tomorrow and Tonight. Not bad, but fun. I mean, you didn't need to make a fake rock and roll all night. Right? Yeah,
or shout it out loud.
Or I didn't need that, you know, so I could do without that.
Fair enough.
Yeah, right on. My favorite, my favorite is very tough on this album, but my least favorite is very simple because I actually don't like a song off this album, but it's hard between I Stole Your Love and Love Gun with me. But I'm going to go with I Stole Your Love as my favorite on here. Now, the song I dislike, I love Then She Kissed Me. And I'm not a big fan of Tomorrow Tonight on Love Gun, though I love it. I love the fake version on a live where they play yeah, it's a sound check and they added noise. I love that version, but the song I don't like on this album, I never did, was Hooligan. That's the one song that I can't get into.
That's probably the least of their songs.
Yeah. Well, besides Ben.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's a good, I mean, it's a good choice. It probably would have been my second choice as least favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah. I Still Your Love on the album, but I don't know. To me, the guitars don't sound as ballsy as they should. You know, they just don't. And like, for instance, the Alive 2 version fucking rules,
Yeah.
you know? Yeah. So I love when they do it live. I wish they would do it, live now, but of course that's never going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. What are we up to now? Alive 2, side 4?
Yeah.
Now, this is actually tough because you've got a great Paul song, a great Gene song, and a great Ace song. I will have to side with Mr. Paul Stanley on this one and say All American Man. That riff is incredible. Love the guitar solo by Bob Kulick, of course. I just love it. His cocky attitude when he sings it. That's my favorite. I think we're all going to say Any Way You Want It, so I'll just say it first. Still like it. It's decent, I get it, They love the song. They're covering it. Little fun ending to the album, I guess, but that's my least favorite.
Yeah, this is a very tough one because larger than life, man. The drums on that, Jesus. But it's all about Ace. Rocket Ride, man. One of the greatest songs ever recorded in mankind history.
Wow.
And yeah, definitely Any Way You Want It. Not a bad song, but when you put that up against those other four, it's just kind of, sorry, dude, but you got to lose on this one.
Process of elimination.
Yes.
All right.
Well, Rocket Ride to me is like the third greatest Kiss song. So it's definitely going to get my pick. And yeah, I don't dislike Any Way You Want It, but against the other songs, yeah, it'd be my least favorite from it.
Yeah, exactly. So, and, Rockin' the USA just isn't up to the standards of those other three great songs. It's still good, but,
It's a fun song, but I would prefer All American Man, Larger Than Life, and Rocket Ride over it. Easily.
Yeah, definitely. So what solo album you want to do first?
Let's start with the best one, Ace.
First of all, I agree. So this is a tough one because I have a new favorite song on this album, like every time I listen to it. So I guess I'm just going to go with the last time I listened to it. I've been into Snowblind lately. We seen Ace do it live a couple years ago, right?
Yep.
Not bad. Yeah, Snowblind right now for me. Least favorite. Wow, I never really considered the least favorite on this album. I'm just have to think about this.
It's gonna be tough.
Wow, least favorite on Ace's
albums ever.
Wow. Oh my God. I guess I'm just gonna go with Fractured Mirror just because it's an instrumental. I mean, I still love it. This might be the song I love the most that I'm saying is my least favorite. Fractured Mirror is my least favorite.
All right.
Yeah.
Shane?
I'm looking at here. I got to try to do that.
What, you're looking up the...
There's not a bad song on that, man. Okay. Jesus.
Yeah, it's tough.
Actually, man, I'm going to go with Ozone as my favorite. Another one of those Kiss songs that songs you hear and it's just kind of a little different. And it's like Ozone. I didn't quite understand what that was about.
Some deep lyrics.
Yes, I understand now, but not when I was 7. God, a worst song.
Worst song in Ace's album is
it's not a worst song, but if a song that I'm just kind of like great song, but I'm like okay, cool, is maybe Speeding Back to My Baby. That'd be it.
Okay.
I saw something the other day that really pissed me off. Ace Frehley was playing Speeding Back to My Baby, and the other dude was singing it.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
No way.
Ace didn't sing it. It was one.
Was this recent footage?
Yeah. It pissed me off.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah, that's just wrong, man.
Yeah, that's 100% wrong.
Yeah.
My favorite would definitely be Snowblind.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And my least favorite, and again, there's not a bad song on here, but I just stack all the other ones above it, is What's on Your Mind. I love What's on My Mind. I love that song. Or What's on Your Mind. I love it. I think it's a great song, But I'll put New York Groove and I'm in Need of Love and Wiped Out and Ozone and Speed Back to My Baby and Rip It Out. I put it all above that one. So there you go.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
All right,
Fair enough.
Go to Paul's next.
It is the second best Kiss solo album, in my opinion, anyway. Favorite song, I should say. Again, this is tough. I mean, I could almost pick any song off side one. I'm actually gonna go. This probably won't be a popular opinion, but "Take Me Away" Together is one.
Favorite song?
Yes, it was close between that and "Tonight You Belong to Me." I just think it's an amazing song. His vocals are incredible. You got to like Carmine's drumming. We did an episode recently of Paul and Gene's best vocal performances, and I think this was my favorite Paul one. I just think he knocks it out of the park. Great effort on that one. Great song anyway. So that's my favorite. For least favorite, I mean, come on. Do I even have to say it? The coffee commercial one. Hold Me, Touch Me. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll just start first with the worst. Yeah, there's no doubt. That song is terrible. Best song for me, Goodbye. Love that song. I love the way it ends. The album, it's like a perfect ending song. Yeah, I'm going to go Goodbye. That'd be a badass song to see live. You saw it, right?
Yeah, I did see it.
Yeah. Mine would be, my favorite would be Tonight You Belong to Me. It's All Right is a very close second, though. And of course, yeah. Hold Me, Touch Me. And to think that was a single.
Yeah. The only single.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were shipped back.
Yes. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. So is that our first unanimous
yeah.
Dislike? Okay.
Well, it's our unanimous least liked song.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so who next?
Gene.
Okay. I do like Gene's album. I know it's all over the map and everything. And I want to say something like "See You Tonight" or something, or a real Beatle-y thing. I'm a huge Beatles fan, but I'll go with Radioactive. I mean, I mean, Kiss chose to do it live. It rocks. I love the sound of the guitars in the beginning. Can I count the intro as well? The intro's cool.
Yeah.
The prelude, if you will. Yeah, Radioactive is my favorite. For least favorite, wow. Again, for some reason, I didn't think of the solo albums when I was thinking of this earlier, but I guess I'll go with just because I don't see why it had to be remade. "See You in Your Dreams." I mean, it's still good. I like what Rick Nielsen does on it. The female backing singers. It adds a whole new texture to it. But I just dug the original one, and the original one came out like a year and a half earlier. There was no need to remake that. It was unnecessary. So that's my least favorite.
Right on.
All right. I'll go with my favorite, Radioactive, definitely. I had a lot of hope when I got that album back then, and that was the first song, and like, yeah. And then it kind of went downhill for a little bit, but yeah, I love that song, but I'm sorry. When You Wish Upon a Star, man, that's terrible.
Hey, he made his dreams come true, and he's happy.
I remember as a 7-year-old kid being like red-faced and embarrassed when that song came out. I could not believe.
Come on, you never watched Peter Pan?
No, to this day I haven't. So yeah, that was terrible. That really kind of scarred me a little bit. So definitely,
he sang it from the heart, so I give him credit. He tears up in it. Let's let Ralph be the ultimate decider.
Well, no, I mean, I think I'm going to mirror exactly what Shane said. I love "See You Tonight" too, but I'm going to give a slight edge to Radioactive. And yeah, when you look, I understand the whole concept of why he did "When You Wish Upon a Star."
Yeah.
He saw Jiminy Cricket when he was a kid, and he wanted to, take something out of it. I understand the sentiment, but oh man, I just can't get into it. I've never been a Disney kid anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna have to go with that one. Now,
okay, yeah, I mean,
yeah.
Okay, so that was our first trifecta on the favorite songs.
Yeah.
So yeah, saving the best for last, of course, Peters. Um, this is actually a no-brainer for me for favorite song. I Can't Stop the Rain. I actually think is a really good song. It sounds more like Neil Diamond should be doing it, as my co-host on our show pointed out. But it's actually a really good song. He sings the hell out of it. So I Can't Stop the Rain, definitely my favorite song on the album. Least favorite, man, that's tough. I'm gonna go for
Flip a coin.
Flip a coin. Yeah, I'm gonna go for Don't You Let Me Down because it's just easy listening fluff. You know what I mean? And it was a single. I can't believe that. Um, it just sounds like a bad Doobie Brothers ballad from that time or something, or Pablo Cruz or something. You know, it's like, yeah, I'm not into that. You know, I don't know why it was a single. Don't You Let Me Down is my least favorite.
With me, I actually kind of got two songs I don't mind. As I remember listening to tons as a kid. You Matter to Me was really cool, and that's kind of Sugar Papa likes my dad liked for some reason. My dad's one of the biggest Kiss haters ever, but he liked that song.
He did?
Yes, I don't know what, maybe what it was about, and some I didn't know, but those two definitely. But Easy Thing for me is the worst. That's I don't care if I hear that song again in my life.
Wait, so Sugar's your favorite?
Favorite Sugar or
You have to pick one, man. We can't pick two.
I'm
Or
gonna
I'd be
take
doing
Sugar.
that.
I'll take Sugar.
Okay, Sugar, and you said Easy Thing?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
All right. An album that I hated as a kid, but now at my ripe old age, I actually love most of the album.
Yeah.
Still a few tracks I'm like, about. But my favorite is the song that's always been my favorite. Even when I didn't like the album, I liked I Can't Stop the Rain. You know, so that one will always be my favorite. Now, my
Mhm.
least favorite, man, it is a toss up. I know Shane picked It Matter to Me. Man, I hate that song. But then there's also Tossing and Turning. Oh, that was painful. So I think I'm going to go. I might have said You Matter to Me before, but I think Tossing and Turning is even worse. And that's the song they decided to play on the Dynasty tour.
Exactly.
A cover, you know,
Yeah.
a horrible cover at that.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you see the Dynasty tour?
No, my parents wouldn't let me. I wish.
Yeah, same with.
Have you ever seen the famous picture of Dynasty backstage with Barry Gibb and his son?
Yes. Yes.
That was
I
at
have recently, actually.
that was at that
Oh,
Hollywood Sportatorium show. And
at Lakeland, Florida.
yeah, no, Hollywood. Lakeland is where
Okay. Okay.
they opened the tour there, but they came down to Hollywood Sportatorium. And I met Barry Gibb's son. He was at Gene Simmons' vault, all grown up and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool. He still liked him. Right on. Right on.
He's still there, you know?
So what do we? So we took care of the solo albums, Dynasty, I guess.
Yeah.
So
Now we're going into Dynasty.
all right. I'm gonna go with Magic Touch as my favorite. I think it's a great Paul song. Was happy to see it live when he toured in 2006. Just a well-crafted written song. I've always loved it. For least favorite, now this is tough actually. Wow. I still like it, but I am going with I Was Made for Loving You. Maybe it's the overplay factor, maybe. I know it was their biggest worldwide hit, you know, but yeah, I'm just gonna go with that. I mean, if I never heard it again, I wouldn't be complaining. It's still, it's a good song, but it's my least favorite. There's a lot of good songs on that album.
Oh, yeah.
Dynasty for me, not hard at all. Hard Times, Ace, Pinnacle. I could have saved Save Your Love. Both of those songs are my two favorite songs off that album. But Hard Times, that thing, man. We saw that too. That was one of the greatest live things ever. Sorry. Least favorite, Magic Touch. That's Paul. I think Paul's songs are my least favorite on all the Kiss albums from here on out. Sorry.
Sorry, Paul.
Sorry, Jason. Sorry, Paul.
All right.
My favorite is Dirty Living. And it's been my favorite
All
for
right.
many, many years. I hate the remix though. That long version.
Oh yeah.
I like
Yeah, I
they
agree.
did to "I Was Made for Loving You," the long version. That's fine, but not the Dirty Living remix.
Yep.
Terrible. My least favorite is "I Was Made for Loving You," and I do like the song now. When I was a little kid, it was like disco sucks and all shit. But I ended up getting Dynasty when it was new, and I would have fights with people. This ain't a disco album. You know, it had little elements here and there, but it rocked, you know. It wasn't pure disco. But yeah, I hated I Was Made for Loving You. Now I've grown to like it. It's like I Was Made for Loving You is like so much fucking sugar on that damn song. You know, it's so sweet. You know, it's very addictive, actually. You know, so but it's my favorite because I love X-Ray Eyes. I love everything on that album. I think it smokes.
Yep.
But yeah,
go
as my least favorite.
Yeah, my biggest complaint about Dynasty is 2 Gene songs. Really, come on.
Yeah, that was a weird thing about that. More Ace than Gene.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, Gene was with Cher at the time. I guess he just didn't have time to write good songs or something. Who knows? Unmasked. Okay, so my favorite off Unmasked will probably not be a popular opinion. But I am going with "You're All That I Want." I mean, Kiss thought highly enough of it to perform it live on that tour. But yeah, I just for some reason I've always loved it. It's a nice, simple riff, easy to play on guitar. I love Gene's. This is like Gene didn't really sing like romantic type songs on a Kiss album yet. This is like one of his first, but I love the way he sings it. I love how Paul comes in towards the end on the outro. There's a nice little guitar interplay going on the outro. It's a perfect closing to the album. But yeah, "You're All That I Want's definitely my favorite. Now, my least favorite was not hard to pick because this might be my least favorite Kiss song in the first makeup era, and that is "Easy as It Seems." I can't stand that song. The bass line just really, you know what I mean? That wasn't a hard choice. I always skip it. You know, unless I want to be reminded of how bad a song can be, then I'll listen to it. But yeah, "Easy as It Seems" is my least favorite. Shane, how about you?
Yeah. All right. "Torpedo Girl," my favorite song, one of my favorite songs, Kiss song. I love that song. Comes out of nowhere towards the end of the album, kind of strange beginning there for that song. And then Ace, the greatest member of Kiss of all time. Yeah, incredible. Can't go wrong with that. And yeah, "Easy as It Seems" is one.
High five.
Not just Kiss. It's one of the worst songs of all time.
Wow.
It's terrible.
Now watch him pick it as his favorite.
No, he won't. I know that.
I will say this, you know, I didn't hear Unmasked till 1983 because I saw Shandy on Don Rock concert. I was like, oh, screw this. Now I love Shandy, by the way. But I'm still not a fan of Unmasked. For the most part, I don't like it. My favorite is definitely "Naked City." It's a song I've always liked from the album. Now, the one song I've hated for decades and grew to love is "Easy as It Seems."
No.
I swear to God, I love that damn song now. It's like my favorite Paul song on the album. But my least favorite, believe it or not, was Jason's favorite. "You're All That I Want." Now,
okay,
I can't get into that. But, you know, if I really do think about it, and Ace is the greatest member of Kiss for me. I'm a total Ace guy. But these 3 Ace songs I didn't like, especially "Two Sides of the Coin." I mean, that one's right there with "You're All I Want" is my least favorite. "Talk to Me" is kind of tolerable, but I'm not a Torpedo Girl fan, you know. But yeah. So my favorite would be "Naked City." My least favorite, it is a toss up, but I'm gonna go with "Two Sides of the Coin" for Jason.
Okay, yeah. Thank you, by the way. Yeah, so of course we can all agree to disagree. I knew once we started to get to this era, this might happen. With that said, I'm going to predict we might all say this might be a trifecta both ways on this one. My favorite song on The Elder, The Oath. That riff, Paul knocks it out of the park vocal wise, fucking incredible. Least favorite song. Now I do like it, and I almost don't want to say it's my least favorite. First of all, can we say fanfare? Is that count?
Yeah, I know. It's kind of like
fanfare.
Yeah, fanfare kind of doesn't count.
No.
Okay, I just want to check. Okay, the band and Paul props to do this, but Odyssey is my least favorite. So The Oath and Odyssey.
All right.
Yeah, absolutely. The Oath was, you had hope with The Oath. I mean, I was like, Jesus, these dudes are. And then seeing Fridays when they did The Oath and yeah, that was incredible. But yeah,
least favorite. Come on.
No, what did I have that on? What did you say?
I said Odyssey.
Oh yeah, Odyssey. Yeah. Oh Jesus. Yeah, that too. That's the vocal on that is cringy. So definitely Odyssey.
Well,
so we were the same.
We almost agree. I love The Oath. The Oath was always my favorite, but maybe like 10 years ago, it changed to Under the Rose. That's
by far is my second favorite.
Yeah. But my least favorite, we all agree on. And I don't know, you guys like it. I don't like Odyssey, man. And did you know there's it's a cover? Well, I mean, look who I'm talking to Jason. Did you know?
You're telling your listeners. Come on.
Exactly. Well, I'm telling my listeners, it's a cover song, and the guy that did Odyssey actually made a music video of Odyssey that you can see on YouTube.
Yep, Tony Powers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so Creatures of the Night, right?
You want to go? You want to go to Killer? It's got 4.
Oh yeah. So the 4 new songs on Killers. This is actually tough for me because for years down on your knees would have been my choice, but lately, again, Peter and I did Paul and Gene's best vocals, and Paul's vocals are Nowhere to Run, and just that song in general are really good. I'm gonna say Nowhere to Run for my favorite. My least favorite would be Partners in Crime, and it's almost hard to believe for me anyway that song was recorded for Creatures and was almost going to be on the album, because I think it by far would have brought that album down. So I'm glad they didn't include it, but it's still decent, but Partners in Crime is my least favorite.
All right.
I'm going to go with Down on Your Knees. That's been my favorite song since the day I got Killers. That song's incredible. Love it. And in agreement there with you, and Partners in Crime just kind of slogs along. Nothing really special about that one.
Yeah. It's a total agreement now this time.
Yes.
Definitely Nowhere to Run's always been my favorite off it. And I don't like at all Partners in Crime. I just don't like it at all. It is very sluggish and boring, and I can't get into it. So
exactly.
I didn't know it was supposed to be in Creature of the Night. Thank God that didn't happen.
Yeah, exactly. Speaking of Creatures of the Night, okay, so my pick for favorite song, Creatures, I send this out to Peter Tijan, my co-host on the Music of Kiss, because we talk about the song often, and I know it's his favorite song on the album and maybe one of his favorite Kiss songs, Saint and Sinner.
Oh, shit.
That drum track, oh my God. Gene's vocal.
Awesome.
Think about it. Yeah, Saint and Sinner is my favorite, which is, there's so many good songs on the album. I could say War Machine, Keep Me Coming's incredible. Creatures of the Night, the song. I mean, come on. But yeah, and I think we're probably gonna all be in agreement on least favorite song. I Still Love You.
Yes.
Great vocal performance and all that, but come on, look what it's up against. So yeah,
get the ballads out of here, especially on that album. We need the ballad.
So
All right.
Oh shit! Sorry. Out here in Washington State, Kiss was not really that popular.
No.
I mean, we went. They came here in '79 and they skipped us on Creatures and on Lick It Up. So Animalize was like the second chance to see them. Uh, and one night on a Sunday night when I was waiting to hear Dr. Demento on a school night, should have been in bed. The radio station played Creatures of the Night out of nowhere, and they just said, "You're not going to believe this is new Kiss," and that blew me away because again, you're coming off of the last couple of years, going back even to Unmasked. Creatures was mind blowing. So that was etched in my brain that night. That will always be my favorite song on there. And then I Still Love You is terrible.
All right. My favorite's War Machine. And my least favorite, and it's not a bad song. I actually like the song. I like every song on this album. But it's not I Still Love You. See, I like I Still Love You on Creature of the Night. I don't like it when they ever played it live where Paul did the vocal gymnastic stuff. I like how he kept it tame on Creatures. Danger. And I don't hate Danger. Don't get it twisted. Let's cut the deck. It's a cool song, but I will take Rock and Roll Hell, Saint and Sinner, Killer, I Love It Loud. All the songs off that album I would put above Danger, but Danger is not a bad song. It's a good rockin' tune, but
Yep.
I like all the other songs more.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, so Lick It Up.
Yeah.
I will go with probably my favorite Kiss song of the 80s, and that would be Young and Wasted.
Ooh, interesting.
It's easily one of their heaviest songs. Gene's singing is just out of control good. He probably lost his voice after that song for a while anyway. Of course, that's probably why he didn't sing it live, because couldn't handle that every night, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, Young and Wasted, I love it. Least favorite, and I know a lot of people love this song, and I do like it, but I'm going to go with A Million to One. Yeah, I get it. It should have been a single. I get all that. But it's just, I'd pick other songs over that. So A Million to One's my least favorite.
Yeah. You and I are in agreement on that one. It's tough. Not for the Innocent and Young and Wasted, but I just listened to Young and Wasted yesterday. And every time that song starts, I just laugh out loud because it's like, how did they start that song like that? It's like they're already in this phenomenal groove riff, and you're already like your mind's blown, and you got 3 minutes to go. So I'm gonna say Young and Wasted, and Process of Elimination. I'm gonna go with A Million to One is the least favorite. This is a good song, but if I got to skip one, that's gonna be it.
All right. Well, we all agree on our favorite.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, Young and Wasted is overall my favorite Kiss song. It's like
I love hearing it.
Young and Wasted, Black Diamond, and Rocket Ride. Those are my 3 favorite Kiss songs.
Oh.
Now, my least favorite, we're not agreeing on, is the title track. I never liked Lick It Up, man.
Yeah, that would have been there.
Yeah, that song is just like, no guitar solo. And I mean, I could say I get it that people like it, but I don't get it.
I liked it live myself.
It's better live.
Yeah, live it comes across a little better.
But yeah, that would be my least favorite. Now, the next album, which you guys are going to go first, I'm I don't know, man. I might have to say there's a 2-way tie for worse on the next album.
Okay.
But go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead, Jason.
Yeah, Animalize. For my favorite song, and Ralph, I've heard you say in previous videos that you don't like this song, so but Burn Bitch Burn is my favorite. That riff, I just love that riff. I just everything about it. He's singing with a purpose.
The lyrics.
Okay, they're a little cheesy at times.
No, they're great.
I like it. I love the background vocals. You can really hear Paul on that, and sounds like they're having a good time recording it, actually, which is strange because tensions were forming between Paul and Gene. But yeah, Burn Bitch Burn is my favorite. Least favorite is actually easy. Thrills in the Night. Never really liked that song. So yeah, they only played it live like for 2 weeks or so on the Animalized tour. Then they realized, oh, this single's not going to go anywhere, so they dropped it. Yeah, it just never did anything for me. Thrills on Night, by far my least favorite.
Well, I got very unlucky. I got very unlucky on the Animals tour because when I saw them, they played Thrills of the Night.
Yeah. You're the lucky one. Right. Yeah, we almost we were going to go halves on Gene's the vault.
Oh, the vault, yeah.
Yeah, and I thought, hey man, if we were going to meet him one, and he was going to sign anything, have him sign, I want to put my log in your fireplace on his vault. And you know, he probably would have.
Oh, of course,
I would have looked at you strange, but he would have done it. But honestly, that's a great song, and that is close to me. But and this is one I get crap for because I've always been told it's the worst song on. There were Murder in High Heels. It's the riff. That song is the way the album closes. I was in 8th grade, and I just loved that. That's my favorite song on there, and no doubt about it. Thrills in the Night is terrible. Hate that song. Hate it. That's why Black Sabbath's the best band of all time, because they don't have that one song that you say, oh, jeez. They don't have that song. I'm sorry, but Kiss has a few of these, and this is one of them, man.
Yeah, you are correct. My favorite is definitely hands down Into the Fire. I've had enough. That song rips.
Absolutely. It does.
My least favorite, and it's gonna be like a tie, man. Murder in High Heels. I'm sorry, I don't like that too. But it's tied with Lonely as a Hunter. I don't know which one I dislike more. And yes, I would put Burn Bitch Burn above those two. And I'm not a fan.
Oh, okay.
You know, but yeah, okay. It's against Lonely as a Hunter and Murder in High Heels. Not a fan.
So not a good Gene album for you.
Hey, he was out of it then anyway.
Yeah. He had to run off and film Runaway.
I love When the City Sleeps. And that's a song not many people like. I love that song. That's when Gene didn't care. He brought in a kick-ass tune.
Yeah, Peter loves that one too. So Asylum is next, and okay, so this is a tough one for me. I'm gonna go for my favorite, being "Love's a Deadly Weapon." You know, heaviest song on the album, you could say. I love Gene's scream at the end that lasts for like 18 seconds. It's just a good heavy rock song. You know, starting off side 2. To me, this is an album of just really good songs, and like nothing totally stands out as being the best or worst. So I'm just gonna pick that. Least favorite, I'm gonna go with "Who Wants to Be Lonely," which I've actually learned to appreciate more lately. But maybe it's the vision of the video with the fluorescent gloves and the lime green, you know, long coat. Yeah. So yeah, that's my least favorite.
All right. Sean?
I'm in agreement with you on that. Love's a Deadly Weapon, man. Definitely that, or any way you slice it, we're close, but definitely Loves. And my least favorite is just kind of the song that just kind of goes along, and that's Secretly Cruel. Just kind of there. It's there. The chorus is just there. To me, they could have did without that song. So I'm gonna go with that.
All right. My favorite is Secretly Cruel.
Oh. Sorry, man.
No, man, it's all right, dude. It's all cool. And you know, for the longest time, and this is what's shocking about you two, is I love Love's a Deadly Weapon. I do love it, but man, through the years, I've heard so many people bash on that song. And I thought it was like the only one that I liked, and here you two are saying it's the best song on the album.
Oh, hell yeah.
Definitely my second favorite. And definitely, without a doubt, Who Wants to Be Lonely is my least favorite. And I have not learned to appreciate it, Jason, at all.
Well, no. I guess I was just thinking, oh, maybe the riff's kind of cool. But, you know, again, visions of the video.
You know what I like is the middle section when it goes down, 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 down.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah, that little instrumental section is good, but I can't stand the rest of it. And a shout out to 2 people out there, Eric RMCP and my guitar player Ryan, both say Who Wants to Be Lonely is their all-time favorite Kiss song.
Sorry, I had to laugh at that. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's
Okay.
all good, man. It's all good.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, what I consider the worst. That my favorite off this next album sucks. But go ahead, talk Crazy Nights.
Yeah, when I think about, just the Kiss discography, I have no problem with anything. This is the first time I start to have complaints. Let's put it that way. This is Kiss following trends, of course. I will say, though, my favorite song is just a kick-ass rocker. Maybe we'll all agree. But I love No, No, No. Yeah, I get the whole Van Halen thing in the beginning, but it works. I love that song. It was good to see it live on that tour. So yeah, No, No, No is definitely my favorite. And from the first time I ever heard the album, I thought that too.
Kind of saw it. Remember they did that? We got the version where they went into the Bruce solo. We didn't.
Oh, really? They didn't perform it?
They did the beginning, then he went into Bruce's solo, and then it went off. The other part of the tour, they actually played the whole thing.
Okay.
We still saw part of it.
Yeah, we saw that tour with Anthrax opening here in Seattle. My least favorite would be how do you pick a leader song, Grace? I'm gonna go with When Your Walls Come Down. If not only for those stupid fucking lyrics. Hey diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle, whatever he's fucking saying. I don't know. I don't like the sound of the guitars at all. They sound like they're elastic guitars. There's absolutely no balls whatsoever. The sing along chorus, I just don't like it. When Your Walls Come Down, terrible beginning to side two.
Here, kitty, kitty.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. No, No, No for me, one of my favorite Kiss songs, period. It was the song that gave me hope on this album when you're listening to it, that it could be a good one, but then it ended quickly. But Reason to Live, I'm not a ballad guy. I'm sorry, I cannot stand ballads. And that was just, all the bands back then, we got to get that ballad on MTV and what was it? What was the title?
MTV.
Yes. And no, that was all the shit. So no, get the ballad out of here.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna go No, 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 and I'm not a big fan of No, 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 but I do like the way it starts. I like the drumming, I like the guitar playing, and it's okay. I mean, compared to the rest of the album, it's awesome. But I gotta say, man, to pick something over Bang Bang You, it's pretty damn bad in my opinion. And there's a song on here I dislike more than Bang Bang You. And that is probably my second, right behind Read My Body, the worst Kiss song ever, My Way. Oh, man, I hate that damn song.
Yeah.
The keyboards and Paul's voice so high. Yeah.
There's like three songs on there sound exactly kind of the same, and My Way is one of them. It's like cookie cutter type of song.
Yeah, it's total 80s schlock, total of the time. I guarantee if Paul Stanley heard that shit today, he'd be like ashamed of
it. Yeah, My Way is one of those songs where the keyboards take over a little too much.
Yeah.
So okay, so you kind of alluded to Hot in the Shade already. I'm just going to get my least favorite song on the way. You're right, man. Read My Body is one of the worst Kiss songs.
Yeah.
It's terrible, First of all, it rips off Pour Some Sugar on Me. And if you're going to rip off Def Leppard, don't rip off, that song, High and Dry or something, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that song sucks. Favorite song on Hot in the Shade would be Boomerang. Again.
Wow. Wow.
I love Little Caesar too. I almost want to say that. But Boomerang's my favorite. Funny story. So we're at Shane's house right now. And so I haven't been at Shane's house for like 32 years. We're in his basement here. And I was 18 at the time. I was spending the night here. This was 1989, October 89. We had no clue Kiss had a new album out. And we were listening to Metal Shop. This was like at midnight, right? This was late at night. And they were like, yeah, brand new Kiss. This is called Boomerang from the new album Hot in the Shade. And it came on. And we literally could not stop laughing at how heavy it was.
Greatest thing ever.
Yeah, I mean, let's face it, if Kiss ever did thrash, this was it. And so I've loved it ever since then, and it's been my go-to on that album. Least favorite, I already said, Read My Body. Come on, we're all gonna say that, right?
No.
No? Okay. I know what he's gonna say.
Yeah, Boomerang. That's my favorite. Another one of my favorite Kiss songs. I just love when they get into that, just all balls out heavy shit. That's great. Of course, it's going to be Gene. You love me to hate you. Come on,
that's the really whiny song, right?
Yes, that's Paul. It just like when it's come on, you love me to the chorus is terrible. Nothing in that song is redeeming. That's one of those 5 songs or 4 that, in my opinion, this might be the worst Kiss album because there's too much filler on this album. And this is one of those songs they could have just thrown it away, not even as a B-side, just get rid of it.
Yeah, I mean the album's way too long. They could have like knocked out 5 songs.
Yeah,
easily.
Yeah, easily. My favorite. Now this is shocking to me because my favorite. I've gotten a lot of shit. I mean, not a lot of shit, but there's people that written me saying, "I can't believe this is the favorite off the album. This is your favorite. It's the worst song off the album." People said, even worse than Read My Body. My favorite song off the album is Boomerang. I absolutely love that song, and I got a lot of shit for it.
No way.
Like, what are you talking about? Boomerang's terrible. I was like, dude, that song kicks ass. What are you talking about? And yeah, of course, Read My Body.
All right.
I Love Me to Hate You ain't no picnic either, man. There's some
hard. If you could have picked Read My Body, we'd have a total trifecta.
I actually don't mind that song, to be honest.
Really?
No, I don't like. I like the guitar work and stuff in it. So I've got to the point where I can kind of put filters on and kind of filter Paul out, and some of that stuff's not. And it's Eric Carr.
Yeah. Well, is it Eric Carr or a drum machine?
Oh shit! It's still it.
Okay. Revenge next?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So, all right. Now Kiss is getting back to it. They got Bob Ezrin aboard, and they got Vinny back in a way, songwriting. And Unholy is my favorite. Yeah, I mean, come on. That's the God of Thunder of the 90s, really. I love it. I love the riff. I love everything about it. The Demon's back, Unholy. Least favorite on Revenge. Wow. Oh, I know. That Paul ballad. Every time I look at you.
That Paul ballad.
Yeah, that has to go.
That works.
It doesn't fit in, and it has to go. That's all I have to say about that.
All right. My favorite, and this is actually one that I have yet to meet someone who agrees with me. I actually see this one is voted for being one of the worst ones on here. Spit. I think that song's fucking awesome. It's one of those curveballs out of nowhere. Should have been called Shit. I understand, but least favorite. What was it again? Wait. Where we? Every time you look at me, or what you look at me, or whatever. It's the sappy ballad. Get it out of here, especially on that album, man. I mean, if you could ever have an album where a song completely does not belong on it, it's that one.
I'm gonna have to agree. Unholy is my favorite though.
Yeah.
But yeah, that ballad's got to go. It's just so by numbers.
Yes,
it's just that MTV type of cookie cutter shit.
Yep, and then they released it as a single video, and MTV wouldn't show
it. That's what you get, Kiss.
Exactly.
Okay. So Carnival next.
Yeah.
Okay, so Son of Unholy, Hate is my favorite. Just great album opener. Gotta love it. Heavy as hell. I actually love Carnival Souls. But it's not that hard to pick my least favorite. Now let's get something straight. Shane and I, we have kids and we have grandkids. We love kids, but don't put a song about your kid on a Kiss album, Paul. I don't want to hear that from Kiss. So I Will Be There, I guess it's called, or something. Yeah. That's my least favorite song on the album. I get it. You love your kid. That's fine. He's singing about Evan. But, I don't need that on a Kiss album. Play it for him, when you're putting them to bed or something, don't put it on a Kiss album. Yeah, I Will Be There, my least favorite.
I'm in agreement with you. Both songs. Actually, again, and I love Carnival. That's another album you hear total crap about it. I don't have a problem. It's Kiss heavy, whatever. They may have followed some other stuff. I don't care. It was great stuff. But hey, man, geez, you hear that, your mind's blown immediately on that album. So I'm going to go with Hate, and then, yes, I Will Be There. Yeah, Jesus.
Yeah, mine's different. My favorite is Masters and Slaves.
Great song.
It's always been my favorite since I first bought the album. And my least favorite, don't get it wrong, I don't like that Paul song either. But man, this song I really dislike. And it ended up on the box set to represent this album. Childhood Zen, I don't get it, man. I just don't get the song. It's like one of the worst Kiss songs ever. I just can't get into it at all. So
that would probably be yeah. My second least favorite on the album would be that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Psycho next.
Yeah.
All right, so I almost don't want to say this because there's the overplay factor, but I will go with Psycho Circus as my favorite. It's the closest I think they've came to a classic sounding Kiss song in a long time. And it sounds like it's not, but it sounds like it's produced by Bob Ezrin, really, especially that middle section. And Bob Ezrin is by far my favorite Kiss producer. So, yeah, Psycho Circus, I just think it's a great song. I love it. By the way, I realized this today. I just kind of thought of it this way. Psycho Circus has 2 Kiss lead guitar players on it, and neither one is called Ace Frehley.
Wow.
Okay, because it has Tommy Thayer playing. It has Tommy Thayer on lead guitar, and Bruce plays bass. So Paul is like the only member of Kiss at the time who's on the song. I mean, Gene might be singing some background or something, but that is my favorite on the album. My least favorite. Oh wait, come on! I finally found my way. By far, is my least favorite.
All right, with me, it's Within. Again, the song on the album that kind of doesn't really sound like any other song on that album. Totally heavy. Couldn't believe they even did it live. Incredible. I love that song. So definitely Within. And I'm actually going with Dreamin' as my least favorite. There's 3 or 4 songs on here I could choose, but I'll say Dreamin' has got to be the one.
Dreamin's pretty bad.
All right. My favorite of Psycho Circus is a very hated song, but I absolutely love the hell out of We Are One. That's like my favorite song off the album. And of course, the Peter song.
Of course.
Yeah,
sorry, Peter.
Yeah, not good.
No, not at all.
They didn't even throw him crumbs on that.
Yeah. Sonic Boom next, right? So, okay. I've always thought Modern Day Delilah is, again, kind of like Psycho Circus. Great beginning to the album. It sounds like classic Kiss. By far my favorite on the album. My least favorite, I'm going to go with a song I've been tortured seeing live 3 or 4 times. Say Yeah should not be in the set list. It's one of the biggest mysteries I have of Kiss is like, why is that song in the set list? Like for a long time now. I don't get it. You can include anything else. And they choose to play Say Yeah. So Say Yeah is my least favorite on the album.
Modern Day Delilah is a badass song, but I'm going to go with I'm an Animal. Probably takes it a little bit more. A little Nasty Gene, probably maybe it's that this one in there.
Yeah.
And then, Say Yeah, man. That's when they play that live, that's piss break, beer break. I don't understand.
That's when I bought my merch last time during that song.
Yeah, I don't understand what they're seeing in that song of all the shit that they could choose off of Monster or Sonic, Boom, and Say Yeah. So I'm sorry, but I hate that song.
Say no to Say Yeah. That's our motto.
Just say no to Say Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of, I don't hate Tommy and Eric. I just don't like them in that makeup. So, of course, I was biased buying Sonic Boom. Now, fast forward to the next album, Monster. When I heard that, I was like, damn it, it's good.
Yeah.
It pissed me off. It was like, I don't want to but it's great. And if Kiss ends their career with that album, I'm fine with it. Sonic Boom, I wasn't a fan of, though I do love Modern Day Delilah. I would put that as my favorite. There's so many songs that I can put as my least favorite, but at the moment is the one with Stand By Me, Whenever You're Lonely or whatever. What's the
Yeah, I think it's called Stand.
Yeah. Stand By Me. You know, Russian Roulette was no picnic either, but I'm going to say Stand. Stand is my least favorite off there.
I don't like that song that kind of rips off Nothing But a Good Time.
Yeah, that's enough.
Never Enough. Yeah. That has to go too.
Why would you rip off that song?
Yeah, why would you rip off that song? It's yeah. Okay, so I'm in agreement with you. I think Monster is far superior to Sonic Boom.
I love it.
And yeah. So my favorite song of Monster would be Long Way Down. I love the descending riff. And one thing, I was listening to it on the way here actually, and I like how Paul's voice is actually raspy and it sounds like real Paul. It's probably the most real song on the album. It's I'm guessing maybe it was the last thing they recorded that night and his voice was kind of shot, but it fits the song perfect. Long Way Down is my favorite, always has been from that album. But there's 4 or 5 really good songs on this album. That's one of them. My least favorite on Monster, it just doesn't do nothing for me. Just because it doesn't do anything for me. If I had to pick one, it's Eat Your Heart Out. You got the beginning acapella part, I get it. They're trying to be like 30 Days in the Hole, showing their influences. But the song gets going and it goes nowhere really. There's really no purpose to the song. It's like, why is it here? Not that I think it's the worst song ever. It's better than most things on Sonic Boom, to be honest with you. But Eat Your Heart Out's my least favorite.
Okay.
All right, and I definitely Monster to me is just blows away Sonic Boom. That thing is a phenomenal album. It's a great way to go out. I'm not going to put it at the level of Clockwork Angels. It's like the absolute pinnacle to go out on, but you cannot complain with it. And I'm going to go with Wall of Sound. That's always been my favorite song on there. And least favorite song is Freak.
Freak. Okay. My favorite, it used to be Long Way Down, but I like Hell or Hallelujah so much.
Yeah, that's a good.
I think that song just rocks.
Yep.
And it's kind of got an 80s feel, 80s Kiss feel. And I gotta agree, Eat Your Heart Out. I never liked it. I hate the beginning of it, the acapella, and the song just stumbles along. It's not my thing, Daddy, but that's it, dude. We did it.
Hey, right on.
It was a lot of fun, man. I want to thank you both for joining me on this Wednesday. And once again, man, let's plug the music of Kiss.
Right. Yeah, the music of Kiss. Find us on YouTube. We do album reviews and we do some our favorite whatever. But we really pack a lot of details in there. We try to have fun with it. So I do it with my buddy Peter, and we do it, I don't know, maybe twice a week or so. Right now we're trying to get our schedules together to get something going on. But we have a new episode coming out on a live, which should be out any day now. And plenty more to come. It's a good time. And if anybody wants to subscribe to it, I would really appreciate that. Peter would appreciate it. And Ralph, thank you for having us on. Seriously, this has been awesome. We really appreciate it. We're honored, actually. This is amazing.
You're one of the only cool dudes out there, man.
Yeah, you're like one of our favorites, easily, without doubt.
And I'd love to have you guys on again,
Yeah. Hey, if you ever want to talk Sabbath or something, I know this guy would have a lot to say, and I dig Sabbath too,
He has a good Liberace site too. In Egypt, it's number one. So.
Yeah, Alice Cooper as well. I'm a huge Alice Cooper fan. I would love to talk Alice anytime you want to,
Right on. I mean, are you guys available on Thursdays?
I am not. No, Tuesday's like the only night for me, man.
Yeah, because we do live shows on Thursdays, and we always share topic around. And if we do a Sabbath one, I'd like to have Shane on, and
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, I'm open, man. Let me know.
Yeah, dude.
He's your Sabbath dude right here, man.
Yeah, I'll let you know when we do our next Sabbath show. And
I don't.
we'll get on it, man. All right. Well, anyway, again, thank you so much, guys. And
Thank you, Ralph.
check out the music of Kiss. Smack 'em a gob.